Okay,
And
good.
it is going to be a process. It will take a little while, but a lot of the damage is already done out there. Look at these rainfall numbers. Caldwell, New Jersey, 4.18. Danbury, almost 3.25. Over 2.5 at Newark. 2.75 Teterboro. Almost 2.5 White Plains. In Central Park, 1.72. And all of these numbers are actually changing as we speak. So this is the more recent time they had looked at the observations, but there's rain going into the rain bucket as we speak. As we look at the radar right now, in and around the city, the rain has gotten considerably lighter. And here's where I'm hanging my hat on some good hope here. There's a little drier slot, and that's going to be sliding in our direction too. So the heaviest of the rain probably shutting down in the city, certainly, as it gets lighter and lighter through the morning. Not the case out across Suffolk County. You started to see these bands of heavy downpour. So you're traveling out here, that's going to be an issue. And then you go to portions of New Jersey, we're still dealing with some heavier downpours. Western sections of Essex County, you get into portions of maybe even western Bergen County, into Passaic County, Morris County as well, where we've seen numbers in Long Valley over 5.5 inches of rain. So there have been some spots that you're talking might have potentially seen a half foot of rain out of this, but there's the back edge of the shower activity. The heavy stuff is starting to slide more and more to the north and also to the east, and we're getting into that zone where it's down in here. Yeah, we still have more rain to get through, but it's going to be lighter in nature, and that is some good news, and that will allow some of the floodwaters to recede as we go through the morning hours. Not necessarily the case in areas that you're near rivers, creeks, and streams, that they're still rising. So there's still that flooding potential in those areas throughout probably the afternoon. And then the other side of the coin, we've been hearing about coastal flooding, south shores of Brooklyn, Queens, Nassau, Suffolk County, the high tide cycle. Roughly between about noon and 3, there could be inundation of 2 to 2.5 feet above normal tides. So again, 9 a.m., 10 a.m., looking at lighter showers around the city. Last heavier push probably goes out across Long Island. By 2 o'clock, we're starting to see drier air win out. We'll maybe see some sunshine. We'll say goodbye to the 60s, but I think we're happy to say goodbye to the rain and the heavy downpours. The winds, gusty, but nowhere near as strong. No damaging winds. They'll gust probably over 20, maybe 30 miles an hour this afternoon. So we watch the temperatures that are in the low 60s right now. They're going to take a tumble as we go through time this afternoon to the low 50s by noontime. 40s creeping in north and west. Then we're talking 40s by late afternoon, and then we're talking 30s overnight tonight. Not frigid air, but certainly much colder than what we've seen today. So as we look at the 7-day forecast, the wind and rain at its heaviest will dissipate and calm down once we get past 10 or 11 o'clock this morning. And then from noon to 2, I think it all shuts down. We start to see clearing skies, falling temperatures. Chilly tomorrow, maybe a snow flurry north and west of town at 41. And then a nice quiet pattern, actually. High pressure takes hold Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, even into next weekend. And that looks right now like it'll hold through Christmas Eve with a high 45 and probably Christmas Day with temperatures by then maybe approaching the 50-degree mark.